Welcome back to another reaction for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 4, Episode 17.
間もなくだ。魔王リムルは勇者のなり損ないたちを連れ、ルベリオスに赴いた。異世界人に執着する魔王レオンも、じきにかの地へ向かうだろう。北の守りもなくし、勇気神楽坂とその手勢も手はず通り。五大老の皆も、ロッツォ一族のために動き、場は整いつつある。
And with no protection from the north, Yuki and his forces are moving according to plan. Kingdom of Angracia, Cider Domain. 5 elders acting in interest of Rosso, Western Nation Council. Okay. So I'm guessing they all move armies. That is the only thing I could see. Right, I totally forgot about this part.
すまない、マリア。私は約束の地へ行けそうにない。
I guess his sword as the hero. I mean, they do look cool. Also, what we have, like, what I assume maybe females, the red ones on horses, and then we have these hunks of steel that are as big as the red armored one on horse, standing alone. How are they so big? Right, I also forgot about him. Surprised he's still here. I could be wrong, but isn't his eye color changing every now and then? Looks more purpley now than pink. I also, quite honestly, did not expect him to use an army on his side. And generally, I did not expect so many armies to move around. It seems like we have like 2 other domains that are going to move some armies. Yuki using probably some troops. There's a lot of movement going on. And we are now seeing the elves. Point of convergence. Interesting that he went here. Is he trying to get some allies? I still find some of the parts not working logic-wise, because he's running towards Luminous. I mean, he's going here first, so who knows? Maybe his goal was never Luminous. His goal was go here, and let's see what he wants.
あなたが勇者だった頃から笑っている顔なんて見たことあったかしら。
時間がない。さっさと本題に。
魔王リムルの国で子供たちを見かけなかったか。とかかしら。
こちらの状況は把握済みか。そうだ。魔王リムルは私に思うところがあるようだ。
For good reasons?
こちらとしては敵対するつもりはないのだが。
あなたの普段の行い、異世界から召喚された子供たちを集めていることがネックってわけね。
Now, Rimuru doesn't like him because he put Ifrit into Shizu, and that is essentially what killed her in the end. However, and the whole problem that whenever she got possessed by Ifrit, I believe Rimuru was able to see those memories whenever he devoured her. That she then killed her friend, or Ifrit did. But overall, Leon is... It feels like he's heartless. Or he doesn't really care about too many people. At least not too much. He only cares about Chloe. However, I don't remember if it was an experiment or not, putting Ifrit into Shizu, or it was his earnest attempt of giving her a longer life. I don't know why he did that. I feel like we should probably have like a conversation. Again, he's not... He comes across very heartless in all of these conversations.
いいわ。テンペストと遊戯を結ぶつもりなら、私の方でも動いてあげる。あなたたちにドンパチされたら、こっちとしても迷惑だしね。それで子供たちだったわよね。見たわよ。
本当か？
ええ、開国祭で嬉しそうに遊んでいたわ。
その中にクロエという名の少女がいなかったか？
やっとチンを信じる気になったか。
I don't believe it is trust. I believe it is more, hey, I am because Leon is pretty sure there is a girl named Chloe. But he's not 100% because he didn't get the confirmation. So this is his way, hey, I'm 90% sure. Give me the 10%. Is she there or not? Understandable, because he's searching for her so long. Disregards the whole time problem that he's here for quite some time. She's here for a lot shorter of a time. But that is how Isekai works. There's probably some explanation behind it. And we don't really know how other people got... How that works when other people get summoned. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We also don't know how Leon got summoned. Now that I consider it. Probably guy. Who cares? I care. I care immensely. Fuck me. But yeah, it's mostly about making sure there's a girl named Chloe. But what I do like is that he is trying to be friendly. He doesn't really have a problem with Rimuru. Rimuru has a problem with him. And he tries to find someone who knows both of them and can act as a bridge.
友と認めた相手にいつまでも隠し事をしていられる状況ではなくなった。
Man, that's again heartless. I'm no longer in a position to keep secrets from those I recognize as friends. So you recognize her as a friend, but you still were keeping a secret. Or a bunch of secrets. And it's like... Why? I understand it's very important to you, but you see them as friends, you trust them somewhat, but you don't trust them, so you don't see them as friends?
頼んだ。
いいでしょう、魔王レオン。あなたが私を信じるのならば、協力は惜しみません。確かにいたわ、クロエ・オベールという名の少女が。あなたが探していたのはその子でしょ？
最初から知っていたのか？
あなたは無口すぎるのよ。そんなんだから英雄静江伊沢からも信用されなかったのでしょ？
つまらん邪推だ。俺は彼女を救うためならどんな手段も厭わない。
そんなんじゃクロエちゃんからも嫌われちゃうぞ。
黙れ。それで子供たちはリムルのところにいるのだな。
Yes.
何か疑っているようだけど、テンペストとルベリオスは白ね。
お前、本当にどこまで知っているんだ？
More than you.
政治というものよ。怪しい動きを見せているの。
It's called politics, which is funny because Leon, in the whole story, Leon didn't really appear. We had him at the beginning, but he was not really interacting with people much. The only one we saw really having a connection with Leon was Guy. and that's it. So yeah, she is right. It's called politics. She was there. She saw them. She was at the festival. She has a good idea. She also talks with them. And Leon is like, no contact.
ロッツォね。北の守りもすべてなくしてルベリオスを襲撃するという情報が入っているの。向こうでは大騒ぎよ。
それではギーが動くぞ。
ええ。
No, no, you can't be serious. Guy is react? Guy? Because I was like, hey, you know, you see her as a friend, you see Guy also as a friend, I believe. If Guy is going to act, what? I mean, like I said at the time, I cannot see if these characters are written correctly. Leon fighting against Rimuru for no reason. Because this is not really a reason. He's going there because he wants to protect Chloe, and he has heard, but doesn't trust the source, that Rimuru wants to sell the kids to Luminous. Now, that would be a reason for him to go between them. However, now he has a second source, his friend, that says, hey, they are fine, they're not doing anything bad, they're good guys. And it's the Rossos who are behaving weirdly, which would mean that I can only see, with the knowledge we have right now, Leon, Luminous, and Rimuru sitting at a table and talking about it. Having a normal conversation, Rimuru being a little bit miffed, Leon being cold as always, and Luminous just sitting there essentially. And it could be that Leon is going to word it weirdly. He's probably not going to come out with the reason why he wants to rescue her. And they could butt heads, but not really big fight. However, now Guy is involved. I have no idea why he's involved. Maybe because of the Rossos, maybe because the North is not defended, maybe because he wants to go. Maybe he's bored, I don't know. But if he's involved, then I hope we get our friend Diablo involved and our Ferrari ladies. What Ultima Terracotta? Was one of them Terracotta? I don't remember. I don't remember car names. I don't remember names. Period. Because we know Guy has two demon peers. I'm assuming they are also upgraded. And we have 4. So that could be an interesting thing. Also that Guy is the only real demon lord we know.
が動くぞ。
ええ。だからメイガスを北へ向かわせる準備をしているわ。あなたもルベリオスに行くつもりなら途中まで送ってあげる。
悪い。
To be honest, I have no idea what is in the north. The north is not defended. I have no idea what's going on. Apart from they want to go to Luminous. Why is the north not defended again? Is it? I don't know. We didn't kill anyone recently. No armies got defeated. Unless it's still the effect of the armies that Rimuru massacred in like season 1 or 2. But other than that, I don't know why now everyone is moving.
私は目的のために動く。ギーに口利きしてやりたいが、下手な干渉は逆効果になりかねん。
大丈夫よ。さっさと行きなさい。
すまない。
ケルベロスの方だけど、間違いなくあなたを巻き込むつもりだわ。確実に罠よ。
知っているさ。
本当に不器用なまま。
But please act like you know. Please. That is just what I want. I mean, I can be like, oh, again, the whole logic didn't really make sense to me. Maybe it was just shown differently, like in the novel. I'm assuming the novel had it explained better. But maybe time restraints or whatever. But the character should act in this way. That is why I liked that Leon heard the news and was like, I don't trust him. look into him. Where is he coming from? Where did he get the information from? That is a smart thing to do. What I would expect from someone smart. And Leon seems to be pretty smart. Cold,
例代わ
but
りに
smart.
一つ教えておく。ジョーヌが消えた。お前でもこの話は知らなかったみたいだな。嬉しいよ。役に立てたみたいでね。
You are just happy that you could surprise her in some way. Also, it would be a little bit of a payback, so you don't owe her too much. Also, that would mean she knows John, which is, in the grand scheme, an interesting thing that John is known in this world more than the other ones. Because they have, like, Leon had some kind of problem with her and was more or less keeping her at bay. Now she knows John. Why John? How is she able to interfere with them? How did they meet? Maybe the movie has an explanation. Didn't watch the movie. But why John? Why not Violet? Why not Blank? Why not? I mean, Diablo is gone for some time, and the other three as well. But why not the other two ladies? Why only John?
どいつもこいつも好き勝手してくれるわ。
So I do wonder if Guy appears, are we going to introduce our new little army of demons?
気持ちのいい朝だ。
おかわり。
Was he even here? For some reason I thought he was not included in this journey. I don't remember. But it does make sense. The whole reason why we got all the other ones is so he can do this.
はいかがですか。
いや、いいよ。私はいただこうかしら。
I would so love it if he's, because she's like, oh, I would like another. And he puts it on the table. Here you go.
デザートにこちらのスコーンはいかがでしょう。紅茶とも大変よく合います
が。それじゃあやっぱりもらおうかな。美味しそうね。
こちらを。
あら、ありがとう。
Oh, okay, now I understand. For a moment I was like, oh, does he want all? He also wants the tea. No. He wants to be the butler for her. I do like that, the whole, because they're not really fighting, they're like, hey, who's a better butler? Who's a better right-hand man? I don't know where he put that out.
大変よく合います
が。それじゃあやっぱりもらおうかな。美味しそうね。
こちらを。
あら、ありがとう。こいつら一体何をしているんだ?
Competition is good. This is good. And it is, I mean, Diablo is the GOAT, so clearly he is going to win.
呼んでおいてなんだけど、今日はイングラシアで評議会があったわよね。あなたは出なくていいの？ああ、俺は明日の本番を見届けなきゃいけないからな。
Man, if only you had something like, I don't know, instant teleportation, that would be so... Oh, yeah, we have that.
それに、評議会の方は新設した外交部会に
Blank, I forgot. I mean, she seems not as bad as Diablo. She did say she would make sure no one knows if something happened.
ディアブロがすごい人材をスカウトしてきたんだ。へえ。その外交部官って誰に？日向様！何者かが大聖堂へと侵入した模様。現在交戦中とのこと。
Are they really that unknown? Does it need to be custom fit? Because it would never look like that, right? Unless it's custom fit. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is one of guys. Yep, that is blue. Hello, lady. And only Diablo was able to see that. I'm assuming also our AI.
リムル様がおられる限り心配することはない。練習を続けろ。シオン様のおっしゃる通りです。みんな練習を再開しよう。
Not really the environment where we can practice. I guess we have now a nice fight scene while music is playing, which is going to suck for YouTube, but sure.
そういう状況
Are you playing boss music?
か？ディアボロ。
すでに手は打ってあります。傷一つつけぬようにベノムとクマラに守らせています。
リムル先生、心配するな。みんなで練習を見に来たら急に外が騒がしくなって。大丈夫。ここなら安全だ。シオン。はい。子供たちを頼む。先生、俺も戦うよ。私も行けます。お前たちは俺が守るからここで待ってろ。
Also, this is not a fight for children. This is a war. This is not a controlled fight. We can't guarantee your safety. And you potentially have to kill humans. This is not a, oh, we need to defeat monster kind of thing. How's this guy? It reminds me of some other anime. I don't remember which one. Was it Overlord? It was Cocytus, looked similar, but not the same. No, it is solo leveling. Yeah.
これは珍しい。インセクトですか？
Literally.
ならうちにもゼギオンとアピトがいるけど、あんなのとは全然違うぞ。
あれは完全形態です。インセクトはその性質から我らデーモンの天敵のような存在。
What are you talking about? How are insects the natural enemies of demons? What? You have literally angels in this anime. Supposedly. We heard of them like twice or so. What do you mean insects are the natural enemies of demons? It's like, oh yeah, I'm demon lord, and there's a spider. Oh no, spider.
なのですが。
大丈夫なのか？
ご心配いりません。この程度の状況に対応できないようでは、リムル様にお仕えする資格などあり。
Classic Diablo. Also, if they are the natural enemy of demons, and this is like the final evolution, the final form the insect can have, how are they the natural enemy? What the fuck are you talking about? Essentially the natural enemies. That is its final perfect form. And if my underling, who's not nearly as strong as me or any of the other demons we have, is unable to deal with it, then he's dead. I don't care.
お仕えする資格などありません。
なら、あいつはお前とシオンに任せる。
かしこまりました。
Oh. Oh yeah, you mean to his underling, right? Because it's like, oh no, are you gonna be okay? No need to worry if I couldn't handle the limit. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, my mistake. If he couldn't handle it, I would not be worthy of saving. Okay. So we see someone who's the closest we know to Demon Lord fight against the perfect form of an insect. Okay. Okay. I take it back. Makes more sense. Now everything makes more sense. Perfect final form. Even Diablo has to try. Fair enough.
とありません。
ならあいつはお前とシオンに任せる。
And because most demons we know are like arch demons, not even demon lords, makes sense.
かしこまりました。リムル様はいかがなさいますか。
俺はお邪魔虫の親玉を排除しに行く。
Doesn't really make sense why insects are the enemy of them, but other than that, you know.
一押しグラン、今度こそ滅ぶがいい。ディスインテグレーション。
Oh. So he can suck up meth? Interesting, interesting. Okay, or his sword can. We have to still, I'm going to bring it up again. He decided to sit back and let Mariabelle go into a fight in which he could have joined, and as we see now, he could have done a lot of work in that fight, but he decided to just be like, ah, you got it, and she dies. And he's like, Dane. Why didn't he help her? If he helped Mariabelle, it would be such a better idea. Even if he didn't join the fight, but he did something differently at the same time to help her, like how hold back Leon or Guy or Vidora as example. That would have been such a better idea, such a better thing than now he's like a badass, but he let now his granddaughter die, his last hope, so to say.
生き残ったか。そこの魔王に感謝するのだな。
リムル。
あれが勇者の卵が孵化した存在。あいつが？
ええ。五大老の長にしてロッツォ一族の総帥グランベルよ。後ろの女性は知らないわ。
マリアベルに雰囲気が似ている？いや、それよりも。はじめまして、グランベルさん。
魔王リムル、わしのマリアベルをよくも。
おいおい、それはそっちからって言っても無駄か。
Really? You already said like half the sentence. You can just finish the sentence. It doesn't matter if it changes his mind or not. You saying the second sentence, it takes longer than finishing the first sentence.
敵討ちが目的か。マリアベルが事故したというのは伝わっているはずだが。
コク、どのような結果でも主義主張は相入れないと推測します。
Again, this would be totally fine if he just said the sentence and it's still like, hey, he's not believing you, it's impossible, totally fine. But this whole, oh, I'm not going to tell a very specific important information because for some stupid reason it's such a awful writing idea that is used far too much. Now, if there's a interruption, okay, I can somewhat understand that. But here it's like, oh, he interrupted himself and was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Just try it. If it doesn't matter, then okay, fair enough.
分かっているさ。だったら。
たかが新参の魔王の分際でわしに勝てるとでも。
仲間がやられて
He still has Vidora behind him.
いるのをただ見ているわけにもいかないからな。
抜かしよる。だが貴様の相手をするのはわしではない。この者どもに任せよう。
伏兵？ こんな奴らが俺に通用するとでも。
同郷の者がいるやもしれぬゆえ、せいぜい楽しむがよかろう。
こいつら異世界人か。コック、この異世界人たちは呪言だけでなく精神支配も受けています。
Okay. So, here's the boob. Here's the bub. How about we just put them all into our stomach? Because you clearly are able to store people inside of you and not devour them, right? So do that with all of them. So they are out of the way. Or teleport them away. You know, into some kind of prison, something like that. Somewhere outside the city.
貴様は甘いと聞いておるからな。罪もない人間を殺せるか。
じゃあ先に私の相手をお願いしようかしら。ひなた、気をつけろ。あなたに言われるまでもないわ。
マリア、お前はルミナスを探し出し、ここまで連れてきなさい。抵抗するなら殺しても構わん。
承知しました。命令を実行に移します。そんなことさせると思う。そう、騎士王としては実力を隠していたってわけ。
力を見せるまでもなかっただけの話よ。
その余裕、私が剥ぎ取ってあげるわ。
So he's like, Maria, go bring Luminous here. And if she doesn't want to, kill her. The Demon Lord. How?
Daijoubu ka? 私は問題ありません。ですが、あいつの様子がおかしくて。デーモンの天敵というのは本当だったのか。ディアブロのやつ、何を気にしているんだ。コック、個体名ディアブロが見ていた方角から何者かがルベリオスに接近しています。そういうことか。ディアブロ、お前何か気になることがあるんだろう。
これは失礼を。リムル様にこの場を任されながら苦戦するなど許されざる失態。
ラファエル先生が警告するほどだ。それだけ緊急事態ってことだよな。ランガいるか。
我が主よ、ここに。
お前はシオンの援護に向かえ。ランガ。シオン、聞いたな。お前はランガと協力して敵のインセクトを倒せ。はい、命じられるまでもありません。
我が主の期待に応えてみせましょう。
ディアブロ。
Could we not just get in contact with I forgot her name. Priestess lady and tell her to just give us reinforcements like Vidora?
お前は心配事を先に片付けてこい。
しかし。
お前はもっと仲間を信じて頼るよ
うに。どうやら少しうぬぼれすぎていたようですね。承知いたしました、リムル様。気づいているでしょうが、あれはあなたよりも強いですよ。大丈夫ですか、第一秘書殿。
貴様が私の心配をしてくれるとは思わなかったぞ、第二秘書。いや、ディアブロ。認めよう、貴様は強い。この私よりもな。だからこそリムル様のためにいかなる敵をも打ち倒せ。それこそがお前の仕事だろう。さっさと行け。この場は私とランガに任せるがいい。
あなたが私の名を呼ぶとは。シオン殿。
シオンでいい。お前に敬語で呼ばれても気味が悪いだけだ。
ではシオン、ご武運を。
お前もな、ディアブロ。
ベノム、死ぬ。
What are they doing? Because Rosso is invading because he wants Luminous. Why is he going after these people here. This doesn't really make sense. It would make more sense to try to push towards wherever Luminous is.
いや、お前は死んでもいいから子供たちを必ず守りなさい。
はい、ご武運をディアブロ様。
黙れ。お前ごときに心配されるつもりはありません。
はい。
グランベルめ、見えすいた陽動など。奴ならば、わらわの大事な性質についても知っておろう。であれば、
Holy arc.
彼女を解き放とうとする可能性もゼロではない。
Is that not what you want? Don't you want to free her?
なんや、ワイらの侵入がバレとったんかい。
それは残念。
あんたが魔王ルミナス様なんやろ。
許す。名乗るがよい。
お初にお目にかかります。ワイはワンダーピエロのラプラス言います。
アングリーピエロのフットマンと申します。
それともう一人おりますね。はいてで。こっちの無口なんはマリアはん言います。ほんでグランベルはんから伝言があるんですわ。わしは上で待つ。決着をつけよう。早く来なければ貴様の大事な者どもが死ぬことになるぞ。だそう。
君だろう。私の弟を殺したのは。
人の話は最後まで聞くもんやで。
Letting people finish talking is beginner error. Never let the enemy monologue.
いや、私の相手は貴様じゃな。退屈させるなよ。バカぞ。
What about the little one?
こちらのセリフです。
ルイ、ギュンター、性質を傷つけるでないぞ。
I'm assuming the girl period is going to try and sneak up on the crystal.
マリア、グランベルメ。
So you know her. Huh.
マリアは死んだのじゃ。失われた魂まではどうにもならぬ。それをあやつは治療魔法を使ってまで。これはマリアではない。よかろう。わらわの手で引導を渡してくれるわ。
Your aim sucks.
こんな簡単に思惑通りになるとはね。へえ、これが魔王ルミナスの秘宝か。さて、純粋な霊視だけで構成された物質、魔王薬棺ってわけだ。でも僕にとってはそんなもの。
いや、
I mean, how was she not able to find him? It's the whole structure makes zero sense. This is the most important point of your castle, because this is where you have like the girls that you care a lot about. Why is the entrance not visible permanently? How are they able to sneak in? How is she not able to see him, but the other two or other three? It's like, what are we doing? So he can just go up to this and do whatever he wants, and she's not even. How is she even having a problem killing this girl? She's undead now, supposedly necromancy. You are a fucking demon lord. You were able to fight against Veldora. You lost, more or less. But how are you so bad? How does it not make sense? Right? It's just like, hey, and he naturally is like, oh yeah, fuck your rules, I do what I want. Because for some reason, something, I don't know, he needs to be OP because why not? Because Rimuru needs an I don't know. Like, the whole situation I find fucking stupid.
やはりあなたでしたか。
お久しぶりですね、ノーワール。待ちくたびれましたわ。
私のことはディアブロと呼んでほしいですね。ブルー。いや、あなたにはレインという名前が与えられていたのでしたね。
そう、私たち原初の中でも最強たるルージュ、偉大なるギー様によって授けられた名前です。
ギー。
どこの雑種とも知れぬ魔王に名付けられたあなたとは違うのよ。
この世から消滅したいのですね。その望み叶えてやろう。
ずっとあなたと戦いたいと思っていたのです。
Yeah, but you are not allowed to fight.
くだらない。戦いになると思っているのならお前の勘違いだ。
さあ、早く戦いましょう、ディアブロ。同じ原初でありながらハーツを作るでもなく使命を帯びるでもなく受肉すら笑い飛ばして、それが今さらどういう風の吹き回しなのかしら。あなたの言う通り避けてばかりでは戦いとは呼べないわね。
だから勘違いするなと言っている。お前程度に本気を出すまでもない。
Why are we fighting? Why is she fighting him? We supposedly Guy is interfering now. Why is she fighting Diablo? I mean, it's probably Guy is probably like, hey, I sent you to do a job, and she's like fighting Diablo, and Guy is like, I don't care, do your job. I'm assuming, but it doesn't really make sense to fight Diablo here. For her to come here and fight Diablo. If she wants to fight Diablo, she could have gone to Tempest any day of the week. Only just reincarnate. I mean, she's not wrong. She's here for a long time. He's here for like a year or so.
かつてギー様と引き分けたことすら許しがたいというのに、強さを求めるでもなくフラフラと。
Big what? Greater strength.
デーモンならば進化の先を目指すべきでしょう。いつまでそうやって逃げていられるかしら。
逃げる。次は私の番です。
多段式ディスインテグレーションですって。あなた戦いながらこれを。
あなたとの戦いは私にとってゲームとも呼べないつまらないものでしたよ。
こんな自分の身をも砕きかねない魔法をなぜ。
Because of Rimuru, and I'm assuming Guy is interfering now.
主への信心深さがあれば霊視すらも支配が可能となる。
One can even control Spiritrons. Spiritrons. Are Spiritrons essentially the belief thingies? So he can use this magic because he reveres Rimuru as a god? Or is the idea that he can use Rimuru's power? He can, you know, take a little bit of his power to use it?
常識ですよ。我が麗しき主であるリムル様を愚弄した罪、その身を焼いて反省するがいい。
I mean, that was a quick fight. He did say it wouldn't be a problem.
弱い。やはりあなたでは進化前のテスタロッサにも及ばないでしょう。
テスタロッサ。
あなたには関係のない話です。それよりもなぜここに来たのですか？
Now the question for me here is, did he not kill her because he wanted to question her? Or did his attack not kill her because it was not able to?
誰がノワール貴様最近ようやくデーモンロードに進化したばかりのくせに
He is probably a demon lord as well at this point.
やはりあなたもいたのですね。ルージュ。いえ、今はギー・クリムゾンでしたか。
よう、久しぶりだな、ノワール。
A little bit of a yaoi energy between these two. I mean, generally, it felt also weird with Leon and Guy or Guy. Yeah, so we had Leon being more smart, first going to someone he calls a friend, getting more information, making sure that the girl is there where he expects her to be, and trying to find someone who can bridge the gap between him and Rimuru. Very smart. I like it. He's still very cold, very uncaring for most stuff. Then we had a little bit of a, tea party, Diablo showing off that he's best secretary. Then we had an army attack. Okay. We have Insect. Insect somehow are the natural enemy of demons. I guess I don't know. In a world where angels exist, we just take it. Insects, natural enemies. Diablo was unable to defeat him because at the same time Blue came to the city. I don't know why Guy sent Raine to fight Diablo. It didn't really make sense to me. Maybe he was like, hey, let's test Diablo's ability? Maybe? I don't know. Naturally, we have Granville, who is super strong. Again, he just sat back and let his granddaughter die because he's such a cool character. Oh. And he sent his revived Maria to capture Luminous. Rimuru is fighting a bunch of Otherworldler. I don't know why he's not using some kind of ability to knock them all out. They're not very strong, seemingly. But we have Rimuru against a bunch of Otherworldler. We have Hinata against Granville. We have Diablo against Guy or Guy and Raine. I wonder where Green Girl is. We have Luminous fighting against the clown posse. And Shion and Ranga against the insect. Right. This again, I find this is such a weird. You see the door. You can see the door from the entrance. How are they sneaking in? It's not like they can walk through walls. So they have to open the door. Even if they're invisible, I can see a door opening. I can probably feel the door opening. But no, they were able to sneak in, and she was like, oh, she felt their presence. They have like a fight. Sure, 2 against 2, whatever. And then she's fighting Maria. She knows Maria, okay. And she was not able to defeat her instantly, even though Maria is first. Necromancied. So I don't know what that means, apart from she doesn't have her soul. I'm assuming she doesn't have her combat ability, she doesn't have a special power, and she's fighting against a demon lord. If it was like Ramirez, I would, okay, Ramirez may not be able to defeat her, but I would assume Luminous is able to just body her, because she's a fucking demon lord. And if I remember correctly, she did fight against Fedora at some point. Not that she did much, but she should be stronger than unable to defeat a fucking zombie woman that has no power, seemingly. Who knows? But she was, for some reason, unable to identify that Yuki's there. I don't know why. Sure, makes no sense to me. And he naturally is like, you know, rules of the world, blah, 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 it doesn't matter to me, fuck you. And he's unleashing her. Which again is like, it's just so it happens. Could have been done a million better ways than what was done here. But sure, whatever. At least we had a nice fight between Diablo and Raine. Raine was like, oh, you can't defeat me. Meanwhile, she's only pummeling him down and he's not caring at all. Not even moving much. He uses his super disintegration. Still wondering if he didn't kill her because the ability was not strong enough or if he deliberately left her alive. But she was doing not so hot and then got resummoned by Guy, whatever. I don't know what this is. Did he heal her? Or what? And supposedly Diablo was the only one that was able to fight against Guy and had a draw. So they are the strongest too. We don't really have much of a history about Guy. Guy. He's Guy. We don't really have much of a history about him because somehow he had to be reincarnated. Normally, you get reincarnated if someone gives you a body. And then you can take over the body and you can be in this world. That is what we did with Diablo. We gave him the whole battlefield with all the bodies. He was able to take all of them and reincarnate here into this world. So the problem is we don't know what Guy did. Did someone give Guy the same idea or the same deal, gave him a body or a battlefield, or maybe there was a big battlefield and he was able to come, like maybe Fedora burning down the city, Guy used that? Or did he do it himself? Because that is my assumption. I assume he evolved into a demon lord because the highest level of demon is a demon lord after archdemon, even though we have demon pierce somehow between there. I don't know why. But the demon lord is a pinnacle of demons. And we have demon lords now in the octagram. However, I assume that is just a title. The only demon lord I'm assuming is Guy. He probably evolved, and because he became a demon lord, he was able to reincarnate into the world and take his place. And because he's now in this world, he's then summoned Raine and whatever the green-haired girl is and gave them a name as his aid. That is what I assume happened. I may be wrong. Maybe someone did summon him at some point, but he broke free. We will have to see. I assume next episode we get maybe a little bit backstory about him, or like in 2 episodes, because we have like a bunch of fights. Again, we have like Hinata fighting, Rimuru fights is probably who cares. We have Luminous fighting. We have the hero who is now free, which I still do not like at all. I find that bad writing, because the rest I find totally fine. We have Shion fighting, and we have now Guy and Diablo. And I guess these two, because I am assuming if they fight, we get a little bit of backstory of Guy. It may also just be that Diablo is going to talk to Guy, because theoretically, Guy has no reason to be here. There's nothing here to gain by him being here. We have no, at this point, we have no idea why he came. but we will have to see next week, I guess.